Bandit Kings of Ancient China, Koei, 1990. The card itself is physically a little heavier than most other cards because this one has a battery backup in it because it's a pretty involved game that has a lot of different elements in play, so you can't really beat this game in one sitting. This game is actually based on the great classic 14th century novel Water Margin. Really random fact, I know. The title fades in so slow, one line at a time, and then the dragon background. Watch how long this actually takes. Ugh. That is a disaster of a title screen. Anyway, now we choose which time period scenario to start in. Now we choose our character. Harry Priest? Who could pass that up? Now we roll random stats. And then it asks if everything is okay. So if you really wanted to, you could just spend a long time just rolling stats until you get numbers you're really happy with. This is a strategy sim along the lines of a Risk style of game. Each character gets their own round to perform whatever actions they want to do. I'm going to settle in here at Prefecture 18. We perform different tasks to increase various stats, goods, and money. The game also throws in elements of natural disasters including diseases and typhoons, so there's a lot of aspects of this game to keep in mind. Ideally, you go through the motions to build an army worthy of attempting to defeat China's Minister of War, Koei. We have a range of options to get us set. We can farm, hunt for food, sell food to get gold, sell gold to raise and train an army, and countless other details and stats in this game. It's very involved. But for the sake of showing how the elements of the game work, I'm going to run into battle with 5 guys. Ideally, you'd build a much bigger army. So we attack a local prefecture, and then we're looking at a grid style of combat, where we can move our armies around and attack when close enough. Of course, I get laughed at by the opposing force because I only have an army that is 5 strong. But you can see how this can get extremely in-depth and complex. But luckily this game does have a save feature, so the war you start could go on for a ridiculous amount of time. The game runs kind of slow, but does have a lot of elements that work together pretty well for this turn-based strategy style of game. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.